Good morning, beloved twin flames, soulmates, soul flames. How are you all doing? Try to get my phone off here. Yeah. Okay, otherwise he starts to talk again. Yeah, great week this week. A week of new beginnings, a new portal. In this portal, twin flames will come in. Union will be there for many of you. Clear space. And for many there will be a union coming up, and you will see it all around you, that people coming into union, or people want to make a commitment, or want to make a contract with each other. Well, I'm not so sure about a contract, but that's my personal opinion. But yeah, for who are going in commitment and into a contract, congratulations. So let's see what's going on in the twin flames that are still in separation, or are in union, or were in union and got in separation. If there is a separation from the 5th dimensional realm and the 4th dimensional realm. So let's see what's going on in that space. For the Divine Masculine, in his mind space, he is looking for freedom. And the key to your freedom is healing the inner child. Create inner safety and self-kindness. That's the energy of Mother Mary, that is holding her child near to her. So be your father or your inner mother, or your mother for your inner child. Be the father or be the mother for your inner child. How as you are as a person who is in their heart space, not from your mental space. He wants that freedom, mentally freedom, and he's searching for it. But it's the only thing you can be free is when you healed your past, when you heal, your childhood wounds. When you heal the distortion and the programming from your inner child. So you can't go around it. You can go to the future and don't give it any acknowledgement that your inner child is hurt. But at the end, your inner child always will come up in traumas or in triggers by someone else. So if you're going to heal that, and you're coming into that heart space, and self-kindness and self-love again, then you will get your freedom. And it's a constant progress. It's a constant work. It's not coming up every day, but it will come up in certain occasions when your divine feminine or your divine masculine is triggering you. And most of the time I always say, do you give a meaning to it? Because that's most what your ego is doing. Your ego is giving it a meaning. But you have to ask your inner child, are you okay? I'm here for you. You're safe. And I will take care of you. So you don't need to depend on someone else to, to hold space for that inner child. That's what you're doing yourself. What's in his heart space? Ah, that's beautiful. In his heart space, it's the dolphin baby. It's the Lemurian origin. Go with the flow. Time is fluid and adaptable. Be free and take your time. So take your time on healing. Know that you're an original Lemurian child. That you're doing it best when you go in flow, when there is no time. Because time is adaptable, you know. Be fluid, be like water, be like that dolphin that plays in the water, and take your time for healing, to be free, or take time off, you know, to be free, and go to that space, because the mind knows that the freedom is because of the inner child. The healed inner child will give him freedom, and the dolphin baby is coming from the heart and says, okay, you're take your time, take time off, you know, and heal that space, and be that dolphin baby, be that curious and joyful energy. That's what I feel, and that's what he is in his heart space. But there are still some ego things that needs to set free. Be set free. How does he seize the divine feminine? That she is following the guidance, that she is following her inner compass, that she has support, and that she trusts her guidance. So she is going where her guide's taking her. You know, she's going with that flow. She's going with that guidance. If they say, okay, you have to go to the beach, she will go to the beach. If they say, okay, you have to clear war bases, you know, she's going to war bases and clear that stuff. You know, so she is guiding the and trusting the guidance that she gets from her guides, her goddesses, or your angels, or, you know, higher source. Give it a name. It isn't it is what you make of it. It is what you feel of it. So go with that flow and go and take that guidance, and you know, be that free spirit, that driving her horse, and you know, and go and discover places, and to follow her inner compass, because he knows that she is supported, and he sees that she is trusting that guidance. So yeah, he really liked it, and he supports her in that. He really supports her. He really gives her support towards following her guidance. What's in the divine feminine's mind space? Whale teaching, depth of experience and healing, teacher and mentor, and share your wisdom. That's for the divine feminine. In the mind space, she knows she has a very depth of her experiences, and she's going deep in every experience. It's just not superficial. You know, it's she's going deep with her experiences, with her feelings, and with her healing. She's not staying at the surface. If she dives into something, she is diving deep to emerge to the surface, release, and moving on to the next thing. So out of her experience, she can teach other people, she can mentor other people, and she can share her wisdom. And it's more the sharing of the emotional wisdom that she is acknowledging and that she is sharing. It's the whale that is teaching her to dive deep, to go to the surface, or going to the bottom of the ocean and diving and see what's there, see what is on that surface beyond what is going on the surface. So she is, and it can be that she is stepping in to the energy of the divine masculine, you know, to feel and see where his deepest wounds are. And she knows exactly what they are and what it is, and how he can transform that. So she is not someone, if you don't like to go deep as a divine masculine, you know, and you just want to have fun and stay at the surface, then this is not your divine feminine, because she is going deep. And only people who are going deep, who aren't afraid for their darkness, who aren't afraid for their emotions, you know, she can synchronize with. And she knows this. This is her mind space. She knows this. So, so that is what she is knowing and feeling and doing at the moment, at this week. She's diving deep. She's not just touching a surface and then retreat. No, she is doing the work. If they say, for instance, you need to release or you get a rebirth, she will do the whole clearing. She will go into the emotions. What does she needs to remove? What does she needs to do health-wise with it, for food, or does she need a cleansing or whatever? She's going the whole 3rd yards, I hear. Okay. What is she feeling in her heart space? Fire and water. That she will be in stillness amongst all turmoil. That she will sit with it. That she will heal. She feels it, and she is emotional and integrating it all. So it could be that, you know, the water and the fire are really explosive together. It's really steaming hot. It's you know, the fire can set the water on fire, and the water can dim the fire's energy. And in all that eruption, what's going on around her, she can be in this stillness amongst everything. She is in that center space. And she feels it all, and she feels all the emotions, but she also integrates it. She integrates, it's not like, okay, she is not, sometimes she can be, give you the feeling that she's not there or not listening, but she's integrating everything what you say. And she knows, and she goes to her emotional feelings to see and feel if it resonates with what you're saying. So she needs to know your congruence, emotional and mental state, if that's in balance, if that's, you know, walk your talk. So if she has a feeling that you know, not walking your talk, or not doing your healing, or not doing your stuff that you're telling her, she would move on. She will take steps, you know, and say, okay, you know, I see you need to heal, and they say, and they make you a promise that they will do it, and then in the end it's not, they are not doing the work. So their emotions and their mental state are not in balance. So it's incongruent behavior, what she is not taking, but what she's seeing and what she's feeling out of it. But she stays in her center and integrate it all to release all the turmoil that is going around that, you know. So she can be in that stillness and feel and be emotional about it and feel those emotions. She's not integrating all of it. She's just, it could be that there are people around her that are firing away about things that really don't matter to her. We have, you know, the vaccination, the COVID, stuff like that. People are coming very strong at her because of different things. And she knows that it's all the separation program. So what is she doing? She's just staying still within. And she knows that even if you're have a different opinion, let me say it like that, that she won't hate you for it, you know. She won't hate you for it, and that's probably, I shared it also on my timeline. It's also what this world is needing, you know. Don't make an enemy out of someone that is thinking differently and feeling differently than you. And in that deepness, she's transforming it. She's staying in stillness, and she hears that person out, and she sees how disrupted that person is, and leave it all there, you know. But it can also be a difference of you know, how you feel about things in your union. You know, don't hate each other for it, but acknowledge that you're different, and that you can, even because of the difference, you can accept each other. You know, you don't have to hate each other. That's the separation program, what's going on. I hear disturbing energies from the outside, that people are really going to fight each other because of all what's going on. And that's what, yeah, well, let me don't go there. It's a union reading, not a separation reading. So yeah, so accept each other and come from the heart space. How does she see the divine masculine? That he is heaven on earth. She knows, and she wants to tell him that everybody's invited in the fifth dimensional realm, in that new earth, and that you are spirit matter, that you are, you know, not your body. You are the light within that body, and that is your true essence. And she sees that he can enter that heaven on earth. He can be there, you know, if he goes beyond the stories, if he goes beyond that ego mind space. We also have to, oh, that's also a nice one. She sees him as heaven on earth. She really sees him as her divine counterpart. So yeah, oh, thank you, Spirit, for coming through. Yeah, and that he is that he can leave the ego, you know, that he can leave that ego space. It takes practice, though. It takes practice. to go from the mind space to the heart space. So what will support the divine masculine? Play. Oh, I think he had that the last week also. Play. It's okay to relax. Smile again and share your flow. Play with your divine feminine. Play. Be playful. Don't take everything so serious. Don't go into the third dimensional realm of separation, of pressure, of control. But it's time for you to have fun. It's time to play, and that's okay. And it's also okay to relax, to do nothing, you know. I told you last week, it was in the divine masculine reading already, you know. You're programmed, if you're not doing anything, that you're lazy. So be lazy. And who tells you to be lazy? That's because they want to control you again, to keep you in that space. You know? If you think you're tired, take time out and you know, go to a place to relax, go to the ocean, go and dip in the water, even if it's by yourself, you know. If there's no one around you to support you or to do, but go by yourself and, you know, take end of the day off and dip in the water. Clear yourself, cleanse yourself, you know, but also share your flow, you know, your happiness and everything that's within your heart space, you know. Play and share your playfulness with your divine feminine. How does he seize this union with the divine feminine? That she is the heart of ascension. That he sees that there's a huge expansion within her, and that she has love for all. That she is playful, and that she is releasing the past. And that's what he sees from his divine feminine in this union. He knows when he's in union with her, you know, the past is gone. His past is gone, but also the past of the divine feminine is gone. Because she's coming from that huge heart space. And her heart is expanding and expanding. And she has love for everything, you know, beautiful things, people around her. There's almost nothing that she doesn't love, you know. She is almost her heart. Yeah. Oh wow. So that's what he sees from the divine feminine, that she is this playful, beautiful person, and that she is releasing the past. So that's what he wants with her, if he wants to come in union with her, that she is releasing the past, that she is releasing the third dimensional stories, you know. That's how he sees the union with her, that their hearts will both of ascension, and that there will be a huge expansion between the both of them. What will support the divine feminine? The Syrian missionaries. Dream the new earth. Time for a magical life. Wow. This is my personal card. So this is for the divine feminine. Dream your dreams. Know your dreams are coming true, and that will support you. Know that your dream is to be in this new earth and not of the third dimensional realm. And but know also that your light can embody, you know, your body is still a third dimensional and earthly thing. So be in that space and stay in that space. But know that your light is from the higher frequency, higher dimension. And, you know, the Divine Feminine is someone of seeing things from within, seeing things from the light, seeing things in a positive way. But she, in the third dimension, in her body, she knows that you also need to be aware of the dark. And that this light needs to be protected from people with lower frequencies. So, okay. And it's time for your magical life. Your magical life is starting now. You know, you're releasing the third dimension. You're releasing the lower frequency. You're releasing the ego. You're releasing the stuff that doesn't matter to you anymore, and you're ascending to the golden age. I told it in my transmission and in the Divine Masculine energy, you know. So that will support you. Know yourself. That's how she sees the relationship with the Divine with the Divine Masculine. That the Divine Masculine knows himself. That the Divine Feminine also needs to know who she is. And that you meditate. It could be that the Divine Masculine is meditating a lot about who am I. Ask yourself, who am I in your meditation, in your visions, in what the light is, in that space of light. Who are you? And most of the time you get always the same answers. You know, you're this light. You're this light. You're not what the outer world say that you are. And you are, and you know yourself. The veil is lifting for you. It will be lighter. It will be, the veils are opening. The realms are opening for you. So you know who you are in the other realms. You know who you are out of the third dimensional realm. Okay? So that's how she sees you. As the Divine Feminine sees the Divine Masculine in union, you know. Just if you're coming in union, if you're coming in that fifth dimensional realm, you know who you are. You're not that. You're not your mind. You're not your ego. For the deaf masculine. Wow. Huge transformation for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Huge transformation for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Because it's the transformation to make you ready for union, to make you ready for the new earth and rebirthing that new earth, being of that dimension, being of that other realm, you know, in a higher frequency. Don't linger into a lower frequency. And, you know, it could be I hear we're all we all are light warriors, and we fighting the darkness, and we fighting the darkness with love, and standing for the truth of this new birth, of that new realm, the new earth, the new humanity. And we are standing for that. And the new humanity, there's also another humanity being created in the third dimensional realm, and that's the other realm that is going in another timeline at the same time, existing next to the fifth dimension. And if you're not going in that fifth dimension, you know, you will be kept trapped in the third dimension. The divine feminine and the divine masculine are not going to do anything about it, or need to do something about it. That's more the thing. But if you don't want to do anything about it, know that that the life will end at that space. That there is no interaction between the fifth and the third dimension anymore, because the shifts are too big. Divine feminine is already in the fourth dimension. Sometimes I'm feeling the divine masculine is still on the seesaw of the third and the fourth dimension. So if he is able to step in that fourth dimensional realm where we are at the moment, then it can be a huge transformation for humanity. Okay, what's the card for the divine masculine? Your sensitivity is being seen. Your sensitivity is so beautiful. It's this pure rose. It's that pure heart. It's that what shines, and that's what the divine feminine sees. That's what coming forward. You know, your sensitivity that is really bringing you where you really want to be. You're more sensitive than you think. So that's why I also see that the divine masculine is moving to the fifth dimension, because the third dimension will be too hard, will to be controlled, will to be, you know, honor that sensitivity within you. See yourself as that flower of life, that flower that is concerned about the world, about people. You're carried with angel wings, and show your sensitivity, because she knows behind the mask, behind the ego, there's this very sensitive person. Okay, what's for the divine feminine? Nourish. She's nourishing the earth. She is nourishing herself. She is nourishing the oceans. It could be that a lot of your feminines are grid workers, doing grid work, you know, and let's shine your light on the earth. And also the earth is getting nurtured by you, is getting healed by you. But also heal yourself through the earth. You know, heal yourself by Gaia. And go into nature and heal yourself, and going through your processes. And she will, as this guiding star, she will lead you to where you need to go. Okay? Let's see, one card for the Divine Masculine. I saw one flipping. No. Yeah, here he is. Inner Temple. Take care of your inner temple. Divine Feminine. Divine Masculine. For both of you, don't dim your light to fit in. Divine Masculine. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in some place? How are you not shining your light to the people that need your light, or Mother Earth needs your light? So why and how, in which way are you dimming your light? Are you not your true authentic self? You know? Maybe you need to, I don't know. What are you saying, guys? Okay, don't dim your light to fit in, maybe into a program, or fit into in a society that wants you to be different than you are. You know, that's what I told you about the third dimensional realm and the fourth dimensional realm, that he wants to make that shift, because in the third dimensional realm they will dim his light. And it's also for the Divine Feminine, you know. Where are you giving away your light to, in order to fit in, or in order to be accepted? You know, you know that you're already accepted by the divine, that you are already good enough for your spirit guides, that you're already good enough for the people around you, you know, who really truly love your soul. You know, then you don't have to fit in for them. Okay? It's your original energy makes you so special. Divine says, you know, your light and the way who you are is be seen by people, is be seen by the Divine Feminine, is being accepted. So you're all accepted, because that's what Goddess wants from her people, to accept everyone around her. The inner temple for the Divine Masculine. Devotion. Tune into your portal of your heart. Tune into the portal of your heart. It could be that, that's what I said last, what was it, in the transmission? A lot of masculine get the heart opening activations. And it could feel like a pressure on your heart, or a heartache, or but it's just opening the true portal of your heart, because you're being touched by light, you've been touched by love, you've been touched by the divine, you know, and tune into that portal of your heart. Tune in to that, what is going on in that heart space. What is there that needs to be healed? What is there that you love in that heart space? Okay. Divine Feminine, pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. So don't doubt that, you know. Your body is a pillar of light. Your body is this portal. With every step you take, you're leaving light behind you. You're leaving a trace of love behind you that activates the earth, that activates people, that heals people. So know that you are this pillar of light connected with the earth and the higher realm, or the central sun, you know, that you are connected with it. And your vibration is even rising higher and higher. Okay, this is for the Divine Feminine. The Starseed cards. You have a double mission for both of you, Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine. You're serving the world just by being you. Well, that's what is really nice, to be connected with this card of, you know, for who are you dimming your light? So you have a double mission. You're a light worker, you're a starseed, and you serve the world by just being you, by just being, and ask yourself, who am I? You know, and then you're coming to the conclusion that you're love, that you're light, and there is a double mission for you. You know, that you maybe you need to acknowledge that you're a light worker or a starseed and serve the world by being you. And that's what the Divine Feminine also needs to do, you know. She knows that she's a starseed. The Divine Masculine is more logical about it, you know. But it's just by serving the world of being who you are, and being in that playfulness, and being in that love space, and being in that heart space, and be this sensitive person, and go to that heart space, because it's your inner portal. So what is for the Divine Masculine? Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and new beginnings. So for the Divine Masculines, could be that going to inner earth, going into the earth, going into the cave, and transmute everything, because you know that you will survive this, that there will new solutions for new beginnings, that there will be a solution for a new beginning. So trust and know that this will be okay, you know. Trust that it will be okay. For the Divine Feminine perspective. Yeah, none of all the third dimensional things matter. Just zoom out and get common ground. You know, it's like the acceptance of the Divine Masculine, acceptance of if at the end it's only love that matters, nothing else. Not the mind that makes things up, not the ego, not the matter, not the physical form, not what is being presented to you. Just, it doesn't matter. Just zoom out and find common ground. You know, what do you have in common, instead of what does separate you? You know, what the Divine Masculine is learning, and he can only learn in separation of the Divine Feminine. So if you're in separation with your Divine Masculine, you know that he is learning, know that he is trying, that he is doing his best, the best he can, even more, because most of the masculine don't know where to begin, don't know how, don't have the knowledge, and really want your support on it, but that you can't support him because you're too close. So, or he has to figure it out on his own, or he has to find someone who can help him transmute and get his expansion. Okay. So let's, the last cards, take the Romance Angel cards for this time, and then what is this card saying? The Divine says, this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. Wow. Well. For the Divine Masculine. Wow. For the Divine Feminine. Oh my gosh. Okay, for both the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine, this could be the one. You've met already the romantic partner you seek. It could be that your Divine Masculine ticks all the boxes. Learn to go to that masculine space, or out of the masculine space in his heart space, out of the ego to the heart. So you already met the romantic partner that you seek, you know. And if you go beyond the story, you know that there is only love, right? For the Divine Masculine, true love. This is the romance of a lifetime. That's really funny. It's the romance of a lifetime. Probably the Divine Masculine already felt it, you know, because I have a feeling the Divine Feminine is talking a lot about the Twinflame journey and being on that journey. But oh, sorry guys, I need to enter the door. Well, that's an interruption, of course. The twin flames will always be interrupted by other energies or by distortion from the outside. So you really need to get used to that. So I don't know where I left, but I'm just going on with channeling. You know, this is the true love of a lifetime, and you know, give it a chance. Give that true love a chance. If you already find out, it could be that you know. Yeah, I totally lost it through the interruption. But that's what happens, of course. But keep on walking your path. Keep on believing, you know, that you're Divine Masculine, and he is believing that he already met his true partner, and that it is a romance of a lifetime. Okay. For the Divine Feminine. Wedding. This situation involves a wedding. It could be that you probably, if you're in separation, that you meet your partner at a wedding, or that your Divine Masculine is at a wedding, or that you already see yourself in a commitment or a wedding with him. Or that he is your ideal partner, you know, or that you want to marry him. that this situation involves a wedding. It is even possible that your divine masculine is already married, and that it's hard for you to if he is already married or in a commitment of in an contract, that that it's hard for you to cope with it, but then again, go beyond the story. I'm not telling you to interfere in a relationship, because if you want to break up this relationship, it could mean that you get karma. We want to go beyond the karma. It's not that you get punished by it, but the same will what you're sending out and what you're doing to someone else, the same will happen to you. And that's not a punishment. That's the universal law that's working its way. It's not that you are, or that the other person is punishing you. No, it's the punishment that you put on yourself. And that's what will come towards you if you breaking up people's relationship. It could be if you breaking up people's relationships and they had to sort it out for themselves, then there could be a time that same will happen to you. So be as pure as possible as you can be, because I am convinced that the divine counterpart and the divine twin flame will come to you out of his own. And if he needs to release a marriage or whatever, then he will take time and to release himself from another situation. Okay, so it could involve a wedding. So if you're going to a wedding soon, could be that you're meeting a divine partner or your twin flame. Interesting. No, well, thank you. Could also be that the divine feminine sees this partner as marriage material. That she thinks, oh yeah, he's my true partner and I want to marry him someday. That's also possible. Okay. Know that in the twin flame relationships, most of the time it's not a 3D wedding. It's a spiritual one. It's a spiritual one, spiritual connection between the masculine and the feminine. Oh, there's another one coming. Probably for who out there, you probably were already married in a former life with each other. You probably knew each other already for another in another lifetime. Could be one lifetime, could be multiple lifetimes. But there is this bond already. Okay, guys, this was it for this week. I hope you have a beautiful week and enjoy yourself. I'm ending my liver fasting today. So if you're interested in a reading, I only have 2 slots left for next week, and then I'm going to celebrate. it's time for me to celebrate life, celebrate Mother Earth, and let me be guided by her, where I need to go to heal, where I need to go to bring light, and where I need to go to bring joy. So I hope for you all the same, because it's amazing reading again, and I see you next time. Bye bye.